What you saw in the intro just then was me replying to a text message directly from my Garmin bike computer without having to pull my mobile phone out of my back pocket. Now, if you're an Android user, it's likely you already know about this feature. If you're an iPhone user, well, you're out of luck, but this is still worth knowing about. Now, all this information is over on the Garmin support site, but you've got to do a bit of digging to find it, and you've got to know what you're looking for. I've done some digging, and here's what I know. So what you'll need to reply to text messages directly from a Garmin device. Well, first up, you'll need a compatible Garmin device, be that a wearable or a watch or a compatible bike computer. The list of compatible wearables is over on the Garmin support site. I will put a link below to this list. There wasn't a list for the Garmin Edge devices, the bike computers. I reached out to Garmin. They got back to me pretty quickly with this list just here. So supported Edge devices for us cyclists are the 530, the 830, the 1030, and the 1030 Plus. Now onto the key component of all of this, and that is you need to be running Garmin Connect on an Android device. So iPhone users, as I said earlier, you're a little bit out of luck. That device also needs to have a SIM card or a cell phone service enabled and active, and when you're out on the road, you need to be within cell range. So the two things that you can do with that setup is reply to incoming texts via your watch or via your compatible bike computer, and you can reply to incoming phone calls with messages as well, all without having to pull your phone out of your pocket. Now what you can't do with this, well, if you've got an iPhone, you can't do any of this, but you can see incoming messages though and just view them. You can't initiate a message to a friend, so let's just say you're running late for a ride, you want to message Jane or Joe or Bill. There's no address book as such, so it's only good for responding once to an incoming message. It's also pretty bad for long-form conversations if there's multiple messages going back and forth, and you'll see that in a moment. Onto the customization of these text replies. First up, Garmin has predefined text replies already baked into the bike computers and the watches. On select watches or wearables, you can customize the text and you can customize the text order in which they're displayed on the watch. That all needs to be configured via Garmin Connect for Android. So there's all the details that I could find about replying to text messages directly from your Garmin devices. You saw it in action in the intro. Let's see it in depth now on the bench. Going with the two birds with one stone approach for this demonstration, and we have the 945 and the 1030 Plus both paired to Garmin Connect over here on Android. This is the GPLama setup. Over here is GP Sheepy, who will be sending GPLama a message. So we'll get that done. There we go, GP Sheepy, where are you? YP Sheep G, where are you? Over here. I'm not sure why the name doesn't display correctly on this one. So we'll go out riding. It's replying from that, obviously via that phone, via the cell over here. It will pop up, out riding. Sent from my Garmin device is a little footer that you can configure either on or off. I leave that on. Kind of handy to let people know that you are replying from a Garmin device. Now you did see there that my reply also popped up on the screen here. I believe it's just simply mirroring the text conversation over here, so there's not a lot of smarts to it. And then when you have a number of replies coming through, it gets a little messy. So we'll reply back with okay. Should come through to both of those. That's all good. This time we'll reply back from this one. Oh, well, why not? There we go. So it's now clipping on that screen. It's clipping on that screen. You can't see it all. And I love you, sent from my Garmin. Funnily enough, messages replied to here. It says sent from a Garmin. Sent from here. Comes up with a footer of sent from my Garmin device. So it's something a little different there. You can configure that by going to the phone and text reply signature. We can turn that on or off right there. Handy to leave that one on though, I believe. So as you can see, good for single messages, but when you start getting a few messages, it gets a bit messy. So that's it in a nutshell. Configuration-wise, over here on the Garmin Connect for Android, we'll have the Forerunner 945 and text responses, respond to messages, and here we can reorder things if we like, or add our own. Lots of other predefined ones in that list too. So we can hit a text response of... Now that's now set as our first response over here on the watch because we can customize those. Responding to incoming calls with a message is very similar, but you can't customize them. You can only have 3 on the list, but there are a ton of predefined ones already there, ready to go. Okay, cool. That's customization on the 945. Over on the 1030 Plus, there's no customization available on that one. So you have to stick with the predefined replies on this unit here. This one, a little bit more flexible. Okay, there we have it. All the details about sending text message replies directly from your Garmin devices without having to pull the phone out of your back pocket. Super neat if you're an Android user. Unfortunately, Apple users, it's a no-go. I believe it's an Apple security thing, not a Garmin thing. Anyhow, cool tech, and I like it. All right, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you soon.